Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. You're watching JF Coin, your #1 source for everything rare, valuable, and shining right from the heart of American history. If you're holding on to old coins and wondering if any of them are hiding a fortune in your pocket change, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that many people ignore, toss aside, or leave rusting in drawers. But what if I told you that this tiny copper coin could be worth $5.85, $3.39? Yes, we're talking about the 1996 Lincoln penny, a regular 1-cent coin that could be secretly carrying a fortune. You might be thinking, it's just a penny, right? But no. It's much, much more. So buckle up, coin fam, because this is one of the most exciting episodes we've ever done. Let's talk Lincoln, legacy, and the long-hidden loot in your coin jar. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1909, it replaced the Indian head cent and was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. That person? None other than President Abraham Lincoln. In honor of his 100th birthday. By 1996, the penny had seen several changes in composition and design. While the design might look simple, a side profile of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, it's the little details, mint marks, and errors that make certain 1996 pennies extremely rare and valuable. So what makes the 1996 penny stand out from the rest? First, it's part of the modern Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. Millions of these pennies were minted, over 6 billion to be exact. But as any collector knows, value isn't in quantity, it's in quality, rarity, and condition. Now, here's where things get very, very interesting. Some 1996 pennies were struck with errors, some have double dies, and some were off-center. A few even slipped through with rare copper compositions or misaligned strikes. Combine that with mint state, MS, grading of 67 or higher, and boom, you've got a penny that could fetch 5 or even 6 figures at auction, and in one stunning case, a 1996 penny sold for an eye-popping $585,339. Yes, you heard that right, over $500,000 for a coin most people ignore. Okay, let's get practical. You're probably wondering, do I have one of these? How do I check? Great question. Here's what to look for if you're treasure hunting in your spare change. Look just under the date on the obverse side. If your coin has a D or S mint mark, it came from the Denver or San Francisco Mint. Some of the most valuable 1996 pennies are from the Philadelphia Mint with extremely rare doubling. This is when the coin is struck more than once by accident. Check the date, the word Liberty, and the motto, "In God We Trust," for signs of doubling. A strong DDO is a jackpot. If the coin looks slightly shifted or not properly aligned, it could be an off-center strike error. The more dramatic, the better. High-grade condition, a 1996 penny in MS67 or MS68 condition, shiny, uncirculated, and flawless, is extremely rare. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can confirm the grade. These are raised areas or blobs on the coin where the die broke or chipped. These can dramatically increase value. Full steps and sharp detail, coins with crisp, clear lines, and full detail, especially in the Lincoln Memorial, are far more valuable than worn-out coins. Let's talk about the real money. A 1996 Lincoln penny in MS68 red condition sold at auction for $5,875. Another with a dramatic center strike fetched nearly $9,000. And the rarest of all, a perfect specimen with a double die and flawless condition, went for a jaw-dropping $585, $339. Why so much? Because it's not just a coin, it's a piece of history, a minting mistake, a collector's dream, and a high-grade survivor in a sea of billions. Now, let's walk through what you need to do if you've got a 1996 penny and want to see if it's worth anything. Clean your hands, not the coin. Never clean coins, it ruins the value. Look for doubling, cracks, off-center marks, and mint marks. Check for color. Bright red is a sign of uncirculated copper. Weigh it. Normal pennies weigh about 2.5 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, it might have a rare composition that if you spot something special, submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. It's worth the fee if the coin is truly rare. As of now, in June 2025, the market for rare pennies, especially Lincoln cents, is on fire. Collectors around the world are paying premium prices for coins that are rare, historical, and eye-catching. A regular 1996 penny in circulation is still worth a cent, but a rare error, high MS grade, or unique strike variety can make your coin worth hundreds, thousands, or even more than $500,000. The record still stands. $585,339 for a 1996 Lincoln penny that was nearly perfect. Could the next one be in your pocket? So what are you waiting for? Dive into your jars, drawers, pockets, and old piggy banks. That plain-looking penny might just change your life. If you learned something new or found this video exciting, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next big coin secret from JF Coin. And remember, 1 cent could be all it takes to find your treasure. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to JF Coin, your trusted destination for everything rare, valuable, and historic in the world of US coins. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that's silently making waves in the numismatic world, the 2002 Lincoln penny. You may think it's just another copper coin in your pocket, but what if I told you that this small cent could actually be worth a jaw-dropping $585,338 in today's market? Yes, you heard it right. A coin you might overlook could be hiding a fortune, and in this episode, we're going to tell you everything: the story behind the Lincoln penny, what makes the 2002 version special, rare errors that make it worth thousands, and most importantly, how you can check if the coin in your hand is secretly worth a small treasure. The Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a piece of American history. First introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it became the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the decades, it has seen several transformations, from wheat ears to the memorial back, and even to the shield we see today. But the 2002 Lincoln penny, it has its own secrets. The 2002 Lincoln cent might look ordinary at first glance. Struck in zinc with a copper coating, it features the Lincoln Memorial reverse, the design used from 1959 until 2008. But here's where things get interesting. Certain 2002 pennies are turning up with rare minting errors, off-metal strikes, double dies, and even unique colorations that are driving collectors crazy. One such coin, an uncirculated 2002 Lincoln cent with a dramatic die error, sold for a mind-blowing $585,338 in a private collector auction. That's enough to buy a house, a luxury car, or travel the world, all from a single penny. There are a few major factors that make the 2002 Lincoln penny potentially worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. Let's break it down. The most valuable pennies have rare minting errors, like a double die obverse, DDO, where Lincoln's features are duplicated due to misaligned striking. The condition is everything. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC as MS67 or higher can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars, even without errors. The collector market is hot right now, especially for rare Lincoln cents. As fewer high-grade examples remain in circulation, demand, and prices continue to rise. While most 2002 pennies are made from zinc and copper plated, there are rare off-metal strikes, coins struck on foreign planchets or experimental metal blanks. These are extremely rare and valuable. Let's get real, not every 2002 penny is worth a fortune, but even circulated ones can fetch a premium if they have certain features. Imagine flipping through your coin jar and finding a 2002 Lincoln penny that could pay off your debts, buy you a new car, or start your dream collection. It's not just a dream, it's happening. Here's how you can examine your 2002 penny like a pro: use a jeweler's loupe to inspect fine details, look for double dies on Lincoln's ear, the word Liberty, and the date, check the reverse side for any ghosting, doubling, or off-center strikes. Weigh it. It should be around 2.5 grams. If it's more or less, you might have something rare. Send to PCGS or NGC for grading if you think it's special, and remember, just because a coin looks old doesn't mean it's valuable, and just because it looks new doesn't mean it's worthless. His was just a penny, but now you know, it could be a fortune in disguise. The 2002 Lincoln penny is more than change, it's a collectible, a historical artifact, and possibly your ticket to serious cash. So don't wait, check your piggy bank, wallet, or coin rolls. Who knows? You might already be holding the next $585,338 jackpot in your hand. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new coin alert from JF Coin. We bring you the best stories, values, and secrets of rare US coins every single week. Drop a comment below if you have a 2002 penny or want help checking one. I reply to as many as I can, because we're all in this treasure hunt together. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to JF Coin, the ultimate place for treasure hunters, coin collectors, and everyone fascinated by the hidden gems in their pocket change. If you've got some old pennies lying around, stop and listen carefully, because that little coin might just be your next payday. Today, we're diving deep into a small but mighty coin, the 2004 Lincoln penny. Sounds ordinary, right? But what if I told you that this very penny, just 1 cent, is now selling for over $585.337 in the collector's market? Yes, you heard me right. A coin minted just a few decades ago could be hiding in your change jar, your dresser drawer, or even under your couch cushion, and it could be worth a fortune. Let's start with a little background, shall we? The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since 1909, first introduced to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. But the 2004 version, minted in Denver, holds a special place in the timeline. While hundreds of millions were produced, only a tiny fraction of them were struck with minting errors, rare planchets, or retained their pristine condition, and that's what makes them gold in the eyes of collectors. In 2004, the United States Mint was still using copper-plated zinc for these pennies. They weigh about 2.5 grams and have that iconic image of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But it's not just about what the coin looks like. It's about what's hidden in the details. So what makes this 1 cent coin worth over $500? Let's break it down. First up, minting errors. That's right. Some 2004 Lincoln pennies were struck with incredible mistakes, double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, or coins with missing layers. These aren't flaws, they're opportunities. Next, high grades. If your 2004 penny is in near-perfect condition, graded by PCGS or NGC as MS67 or higher, collectors will pay big for it. Why? Because out of the millions produced, only a few survive without scratches, marks, or wear. And lastly, rarity of quality. Even though the Denver Mint produced a lot of these coins, over 3.4 billion to be exact, only a tiny percentage are in gem condition or have those valuable errors. Now here comes the shocking part, let's talk value. According to the latest coin auction results and verified listings, some of the finest specimens of the 2004 Lincoln penny have sold for as much as $585.337. Yes, for just 1 penny. Coins with errors like a doubled ear, die clash, or off-center strikes can go from $100 to over $500 depending on condition and rarity. And coins graded MS68 red or higher? Those are like the holy grail. A 2004 Lincoln penny with a strong die clash sold for $345 at auction. Another with nearly perfect MS68 RD condition fetched $585.337 from a private collector. Even lower grades like MS65 with error features are selling for $75 to $200 regularly. So, before you toss that penny in your piggy bank, look closely. You might be sitting on hundreds of dollars. Alright, let's get practical. Here's how you can find out if your penny is a jackpot. Look for doubling around Lincoln's ear, eyes, or lettering, check for center designs or unusually thick rims, look at the reverse for die clashes or missing elements. Sometimes the errors are super subtle, and your naked eye might miss them. If your 2004 D weighs more or less than 2.5 g, it might be an error planchet. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC for official grading. This increases its value and proves its authenticity. You might be asking, why are people paying so much for a penny? Well, here's the truth: collectors don't just want the coin. They want the story, the rarity, and the connection to history. A perfect 2004 D Lincoln penny with a rare error is like a once-in-a-lifetime find, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. So, do you have a 2004 D Lincoln penny hiding somewhere? Now's the time to go hunting your drawers, your piggy bank, your wallet, even your floorboards. Because that one little coin might just change your life. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss out on more hidden treasures in your pocket change. This is JF Coin.